The main theme that wanted to come up, we got the death card. You don't know it doesn't work for me. It's not fair. I don't like how it goes, how things are. To reimagine. Hello, Gemini. We're going to look into the future for main themes that are going to be happening for you for the remainder of 2021. We're going to be looking at any advice, what you need to know for how to live your best possible life for the rest of the year. Stay tuned. Let's get started. Let's first get started, Gemini, by looking at the main theme. The main theme that wanted to come up. We got the death card for the main theme that wants to come up for this year. So some things are going to be ending, but it's not the world. It's not whole cycles finishing. It's about 2.0, Gemini 2.0, that developments, changes, so that you can grow into letting the old patterns go, so that you can grow into a new, greater version of yourself, particularly when it comes to your soul purpose, your abundance, and your relationships, right? So I'm going to put that death card right up there at the top, and we're going to go on and find out the main things, the main conflicts that are going to be coming up. I'm kind of messing with this as I go. Main conflicts to be concerned about for the next 6 months, the rest of the year of 2021. What does Gemini need to be concerned about? We got a big thing that flipped up. Definitely you are concerned with your home economics, what's going on with your home, right? I sense a development in career. It's not necessarily that the career that you're in is ending, but it's a transition from one phase to the next. And as I was saying before, when we're looking at the death card, you see how the sun is rising behind as death is like moving through and taking away things that don't work anymore. The sun is rising behind. So it's like a better version of you is being paved as being created as you're going forward. This particularly has to do with stuff that's going on in your home. You might be moving somewhere, you might be changing jobs, and that's affecting your home environment. It's like your everyday stuff. This is the Virgo card, and she rules how she makes sure that all the material stuff is taken care of. So that's really what we're looking at. And we're also looking at with justice coming up. This is a huge theme as well. I'd really like that 2 major arcana came out for this reading so far. The justice is coming up, and it's like, what's fair? What's fair in your home? What's fair in your workplace? You need to feel like things are the responsibility is fairly divided, as the resources that are accumulated are fairly allocated. So you're looking at that so that you can grow and develop into your higher version, and you can't if things aren't fair, right? You're just going to be sitting there in negative resentment if things are not fairly being allocated. So let's look at those are some challenges, right? Coming up in the next 6 months. How do I reach a new level of safety and comfort in my home and my career? How can I make sure that things are fair so that I can become this better version? I want to live. I sense that you're ready to let go of things that are not fair, that aren't working for you, so that you can create the desires. Like you're like, I'm ready to live my life on my terms. I'm ready to be that version of myself that was really awesome. Let's get some advice going forward for how to handle the next 6 months. What should your focus be on? Gemini's focus for the next 6 months. Strength card came up. Releasing egoic attachments. Releasing attachment to the comfort zone. Anything else? I'll talk about it a little bit more in a second. We also have the Fool. So many major arcana came out in this spread. Anyway, so you don't know what to do, right? What you do know that you should be doing to make things fair for yourself is not going to be easy. It means possibly making yourself vulnerable to criticism, possibly making yourself vulnerable to being alone. Um, that's a big one with the Strength card. It's like I'm scared to be out of my comfort zone, because if people don't approve of me, if I piss somebody off because I'm standing up for myself, I will be left cold and alone in the wilderness, and there's nothing worse than that. And this is our evolutionary survival mechanism that kept us alive when we were in small clans, but we don't have to be that way anymore. We don't have to keep our little family happy, our tiny little family happy, where one person is the top of the heap, where there's like, in the pecking order, there's one person that's in charge, and if you don't keep that one person happy, or you're fourth in command, you don't keep the top three people happy, that you're going to be left starving in the wilderness. We've got major networks of people now that we can connect with. We can survive without help from others, from the people right around us, because there's so many safety. There's so many like safety nets in Western societies now, that we don't have to depend on those people. We especially don't have to depend on people that are being unfair to us anymore. So we're not dependent on survival. We're not dependent on people for survival. So we can go out of our comfort zone. We can leave situations that aren't working. That's what that death card is there. It's leaving situations that are not working for you anymore and getting rid of it. It doesn't work for me. It's not fair. I don't like how it goes, how things are. I'm getting rid of it. And so there's I'm scared though. Don't be afraid. The universe always has your back. Even if you don't know, you're going into uncharted waters. You're going to places where the trails are not marked, right? As you're releasing attachment to the things that you used to know, getting out of your comfort zone, you're heading into a place where the trails aren't marked. And you're afraid you're going to fall off the cliff any second. But no worries. Allow yourself to be divinely guided by inspiration as you go every step of the way. You are being taken care of. The reason that you were inspired to make these changes for you to level up was because it was meant for you. So go forward in joy. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to reimagine who I am and reset my relationships with other people. I'm ready to level up into greater economic abundance. I'm ready to level up into higher alignment with my soul purpose. I'm ready to level up into relationships that are fair and balanced. I'm ready for all those things. And I love that for you. I love that for you, Gemini. It's going to be a good 6 months. It's going to be a little bit scary sometimes, but it's overall going to be really good. Remember our theme? I release attachment to things that don't work so that I can level up to a new phase. And with that, I'll let you go. I love you. And make sure and check out my regular readings that I post for you every week. And I'll see you later.